Welcome to One Day, One Passion. Today I'm so excited because I have my super guest, Christoph Matos. This guy is an intellectual guy, sport guy. His passion, the solo travel. This is our subject today, and here's the field. His favorite place to play tennis, the Swiss tennis, where Roger Federer used to train here, while more young before to be famous. Let's see what he can tell us about it. Go! On y va. Welcome to One Day One Passion, and today I'm here with my super guest, Super Christos Matos. Is that right?
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for me because I'm excited to have a super person full of qualities. That's just one of the things I'm looking for, because it's so rarely to have people with a lot of qualities today, and you are one of them.
Thank you.
So, Christopher, as in like in my program, I like the people introduce themselves. Can you talk to me about it, please?
Well, I was born in Paris, and being the son of two immigrants,
Yeah.
Portuguese immigrants,
Okay.
and at the age at 8, went back to Portugal.
Oh, so you live there?
I used to live there
Okay.
for the last 30 years.
Oh,
And so, yeah, traveling have been my life. And
since you're born, you're
experience
traveling. Yeah.
different countries, different cultures.
Cool.
And yeah,
That's just because of your parents. That's
Yeah.
just to begin.
I think so.
Okay.
It started there.
So we have something in common. My parents used to take me one country to another country. This is really curious because it's kind of feel that you don't have roots, but in fact, you belong into the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tell me more about that. And then you're stuck in Paris, and what happened there?
Well, it was my first language, French.
French, yeah.
Even if my parents talked to me in Portuguese, so the school was French, but
Okay.
I never felt, to be honest, connected.
Okay.
I don't know why. But life was not happy over there. It was not pure happiness. And it was when I discovered Portugal. So we used to go in holidays and to Portugal, and which is a sunny country,
okay.
and with Latino people.
Of course.
And so I start enjoying Portugal, and always wanted to go to Portugal to have real life, like let's say. And yeah, I never liked France, to be honest.
Except the cheese on the wine.
Yeah, that was after 20 years maybe when I came back, and I remind some tastes of food that I used to have in my childhood.
Yeah, childhood, yeah.
And like camembert, croissant, chocolat, etc., etc. And always asking about those things to my mother. They say, "Mommy, do you have camembert here in Portugal?" So yeah, the taste is there.
Yeah.
But I start enjoying later.
Okay.
Those things.
Well, can you tell us how your passion for travel began? Your passion.
I think it came from there. So my parents being immigrants, I used we used to come in a car.
Yeah.
At that time, flights for 4 people, they were expensive.
True.
So we only came by car. It's 2,000 kilometers. So, and what I remember is always being excited to go to Portugal. And the travel by itself, it was a little bit boring. And I used to sleep all the time and ask my father, "Papi, did we arrive already or not?" So it was sleeping and asking.
Sure.
And the moment of happiness is always when you arrive.
12 hours later,
it came from
18
there.
hours later, yeah. True.
The passion for traveling came from there.
And today,
You have an experience
with the solo travel. In this is one of the things that really interests me, because it's something really common today.
Yeah.
That people not used to take his partner or the children or the family or friends to travel. No, the people decide now to travel by themselves and says, why not just discover by myself the world?
Yeah.
Why not to take some risk? Because you're somebody who have a kind of courage, because nobody wants to go some, in another country and says, well, I'm going to meeting people and take the risk to have troubles or not. This is one of the things I'm curious about your experience.
Okay, let's say it was forced.
Yeah.
Because I came from a relationship of 5 years who ended. And I was always scared to go alone on holidays.
Okay.
And this was 2 years ago. And from that day, I start talking with some friends, and I discover this amazing place, which is Brazil.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find somebody to come with me. And I said, no, Christoph, just go. And
let's do that. Whatever happens.
Let's, you are so intense in your life, in your things, and you love challenging, and you love discovering things. Why not going alone? Okay. This was like a challenge I put in myself.
All right.
And so I book a flight, I book a place. I wanted to go to Russia, but the winter here is so hard. I said, no, it has to be a country with some sun.
With better conditions.
So, yeah, absolutely. You know that. You know here, huh? So,
because in Switzerland, it's really very often that we have bad weather, but anyway.
It's 9 months bad weather, right? Yeah. And 3 months good weather.
Yeah, like today, we are looking a sunny day like that. So appreciate it.
So I went.
Okay.
So I went, and it was rewarding.
Okay.
To be honest, to be in a place where you don't know anything about the culture. The only thing I knew at that time was the language, which is Portuguese. So it was some discomfort about everything being new, but the language was something that I could manage.
Yeah, that's most part of the people who were really afraid for tasted that for the first time. It says, how can I just broken the language? The real language is something that people maybe just freeze them and says, no, I'm not taking any risks because I need some tips, tricks during the travel. And it says, I need some information. And how can you deal with that finally?
Yeah. It's it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
The smile happened.
It's hard because it's when you are vulnerable.
Yeah.
That I think you are blessed. You know? So my idea was to be humble all the time.
Okay.
And try to connect with people, meet people, and be myself, and do things and live their culture.
Okay.
This is really important, to connect with people and not be arrogant, being humble in your way of being. And so I made friends with
so you think
very fast.
Do you think, Christoph, that when you travel with a lot of people, I don't know, families, friends, you have your behavior is different in the country. When you're alone, you feel like you need to connect with somebody. You need it's like a human being to be more sociable.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. As I told you, I made friends really fast because of that, because I wanted to be connected.
Yeah.
So I start playing tennis over there. So I start getting with people from the courts. And then I went to, in the end, I didn't know what to do actually during the day. You know, I was a little bit lost what I'm doing. I go to the beach. You are by yourself. You don't ask your wife or your girlfriend or your friends, where would you go today? Mm-hmm. You know, just do by yourself, and it's your own agenda, and which is a little bit, weird, let's say.
No, you're conscious. I think you're more conscious about the logistics and all the things that you need to handle by yourself.
Yeah.
And you say, I need to just do something by just going to the people, try to connect with them, try to do only discovers.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting.
So I kind of know. I just created an agenda.
Oh, so you're preparing before you're traveling. You're preparing your journey. No,
the agenda was done there. They say, okay, what are the routines from Brazilians? What they do? And I remember times where I was walking in this Fortaleza. It's the city, and I was walking. There's a nice avenue with the beach in front, which is prepared for, thousands of people walking.
Okay.
But I end up by walking at 12 o'clock where nobody's walking over there.
Okay.
So I had to understand, okay, they gather here in the end of the day. But I had by myself, understand this is not the time to do this. Where are the people? And I was always asking, where are the people? This is a city with almost 3 million inhabitants.
3 million?
Almost to 2,700,000 or something like that.
That is unbelievable. Can you imagine here in Switzerland, you have barely in this city 58,000 people.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
And so suddenly I was walking and I said, there's nobody here.
All right.
And then I say, maybe it's too warm, Christoph. No, you should understand the dynamics here. And so, okay, this was the first week, probably. And then I said, no, what they are doing. So I was trying to see where are the people. Okay, they are in the city, in the center of the city, the historics in the center. Okay, they are working. What day is today? So you go in holidays, you think everybody's on holiday.
That's interesting. You know why, Christoph? Because you looks like a secret agent. The secret agents, what are you doing? They're improvising. And that's just one of the funny things to be a solo travel. I recommend you. Finally, yeah. So let's go for the next question. What does traveling mean to you personally?
Good question. Well, it's about pleasure.
Yeah.
Some pleasure. The rewarding of working 1 year or whatever, and suddenly turn everything off and let go and try to have fun, to discover things. But I think to be honest, is very addicted. And sometimes I come back from holidays and I say, oh, this should keep going. And
I can't wait for the next.
keep having this feeling of being in holidays every day.
How long you been traveling?
So many days, you mean?
Yeah, how many days?
45 days.
45 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I pretend to do it a little bit more this year.
Right.
So working extra to stay there more.
Okay.
Because that, in terms of logistic, that way you can save 2 or 3 tickets, flight tickets per year. So you just do one, and you go and you stay, and voila. Okay. It's kind of you are living already there.
Wow.
You understand?
Understand. What was your feel? The first feel that you got? This is when I'm here alone.
You mean in Brazil?
In Brazil, why not?
Okay.
If you take an example.
Well, I was very. It was a hard time in my life that time, because when you break up with someone, it's always a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
You are used to the person, and suddenly you are not anymore with the person.
Yeah.
So you feel a little bit disconnected, and a little bit, let's say, lost.
Yeah.
But being in Brazil was like, okay, this is actually fun. This is actually nice. I don't need to ask anyone where I go, when I do it, what I'm going to eat, which is a very freedom feeling.
Okay. Correct.
So the freedom is the good thing.
This is really the destination that you change for the moment, your way of life.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious about Colombia too.
Yeah.
Your country.
Why not?
I would go one day. I would go Barranquilla.
Barranquilla? Yeah, why not? You got a
I know what everybody's thinking. You go there because of the girls. It's not true.
the spot. It's still to discover. You have to discover.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Brazil is some taste,
Yeah.
and Colombia is another taste.
Brazil has some amazing food,
Yeah.
amazing people.
Mm-mm.
They are so warm. They are so connected with each other, and they help each other.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. They live with each other, with families, the mother, the daughter, the grandmother. This is all together,
That's a good
which
connection.
we lost here in Europe. I mean,
That's true.
everywhere in the Western culture, we lost that. It doesn't exist anymore. They invite you to go to their house, like from nothing, and you just feel, wow, this is family.
This is really the means.
This is fantastic when you
yeah.
travel
Yeah.
like this.
That's right. That's right. Well, do you have a story that you feel really connected to the local culture that you just can tell us about it?
A story. I mean, in Brazil or in other places?
In other places, where you can choose the story that really touches you. Says, okay, that's very a cool story, a good experience with the people.
Well, it was not in Brazil. It was it was in Portugal when I was in Madeira.
Ah,
So I went to Madeira to go cycling, which is really stupid because
just to introduce, because
yeah,
Christopher Matos is a sporting guy, as I told you, but he practice. Let's see, make a list because this is incredible. I like this kind of people. Touchy.
curious.
Tennis man, jiu-jitsu man, cycle man. What else? Tell me.
Fitness,
Fitness,
road bike, yeah,
skateboard,
cycling, ski when it's
skiing.
yeah. This is like sports is my way to go in life.
That's a good way
Challenge.
to challenge yourself.
Yeah,
Hey, he's 50 years old. I remember.
55.
55?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Wow, incredible. He feels like a young man. Hey, applause. Yeah, man. Well, let's do that. Next question. What the most surprising and unexpected experience that you had while traveling?
Well, that was what I was trying to say to you. I went to Madeira to ride my bike.
Yeah.
But Madeira, I didn't know anything about it. So I arrived like, okay, everything is flat. So I'm gonna make some kilometers and I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna discover all the island. And when I got there, I saw climbs with 70 degrees of inclination. So I say, oh God, come on. So the first time I go out to ride, I said, this is too hard. This is okay. I'm gonna do 1 hour of this, and I'm gonna go to the center of the city and try to sit somewhere and have a drink or something because it's too hard. It's too painful. I mean, 17 is a lot. 8 is a lot. 17 is you get crushed. Okay. So I discover a small place which is 50 square meters, something like that. And I sit there. I didn't know anything about what they drink or what they eat, the food, nothing. And I saw everybody like it was a kind of in the old city, and like with a whole door, but with the really nice atmosphere inside.
Okay.
And everybody was enjoying. It was around lunchtime, and everybody were drinking this kind of glass with the orange juice inside.
Oh,
and I say, what they are drinking? So I sit there, put my bike, and remember, I was with all my weird, like my clothes, cycling clothes. Mm-hmm. So everybody was looking at me like, okay, this is an alien with the bike, and everybody, with a cravat. But I didn't care. I said, okay, let's discover. So I sit there and I ask, what they are drinking? This is poncha.
Poncha.
You know what is poncha?
No, like a punch? No, it's not like a
I
punch.
don't know, but you have something similar maybe in Colombia. This is a kind of Bacardi with orange
Okay.
juice,
Oh, Bacardi.
but made at the moment,
Fresh one.
yeah, fresh.
Okay.
So it's like actually rum, not rum. They call him bagaço
Okay.
in Portuguese, bagaço
I got so.
with orange juice natural, done at the moment. And
Wow.
so I sit there and I order the poncha and I start drinking. And it's so good that I ordered another
feel
one
happy?
and another one. So I had
A
like
little bit
three
drunk.
already. And at my side, there was two girls and a guy. And I start talking with them.
Yeah.
And we start enjoying. And we start, making jokes and whatever. And the guy who was Portuguese, I didn't know, but he was speaking English.
Yeah.
So we start speaking English. And in the accent, I could see this accent is familiar.
Yeah.
So I said, "Are you Portuguese?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm from here." He said. I said, "Wow, okay, this is amazing." And I said, "What do you do in life?" I say, "I'm a bus driver." He said to me. I said, "Really? Wow, okay, I do the same. I'm a bus driver too." "Yeah, where you are working?" He said to me, "Yeah, I work in Luxembourg." "Really? I work in Switzerland." "Nice."
Wow.
So we developed straight a good connection.
That's
And,
unexpected.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
really not expected.
Wow.
It came from a decision of let's have a drink. This is what is funny in
Ah.
traveling. And that day we ended up with the four making a tour in the island.
Yeah.
And because he's a local guy, he was on holidays there. We met all the island in one day together, having fun, drinking ponchos, going to places that the most common tourists don't know about it, only locals.
That is the tips that I'm talking about. When you're alone, the people just are they're so generous. They give it to you all the tips that you need to discover things that nobody knows. The tourists, coming tourists, just discover the things that you saw on the Instagram, they discover on the website,
Yeah,
but nothing
that's
else.
True, it's true.
That's a boring way to traveling.
It's true.
It just says, "Hey guys, let's try to discover around the local people what they can tell us."
Yeah, no
Hey,
agenda. No agenda.
It's a new
Yeah.
agenda.
I did the same in Brazil.
Wow, man.
I did the same in Brazil. And then the funny part about it
Yeah.
was the connection was so good between us that the guy, like, it was, I don't remember the timing, but it was 1 day or 2 days before, he invited me to his house to have a dinner with all his family. And he called cousins and friends. We were like 20 people in the house. And I say, thinking to myself, they did that for you, Christoph.
Yeah.
So I had to honor that, and I said, "No, sure, let's go, and let's have some fun." But from nothing,
Huh.
and this is the kind of things that don't happen anymore in the big cities.
No.
You don't invite anyone.
No. Well, what challenged you? How you face on the road, and how have they shaped you?
The road?
Yeah.
What road?
When you are on the road, I mean, when you are in the middle of a travel, in the middle of the journey, and says,
Yeah.
"Well, it's something that you just feel that's good or not sometimes, or you feel insecure."
Yeah, I feel insecure time
Yeah?
to time. Yeah, because you don't know where you go.
Okay.
And it's like, okay. But what I think, and then I'm good at, is this sound not silly, but average, is you have to be in the moment.
Okay.
You really have to let go of the ideas you build about the people or the places. And when I went to Brazil, everybody told me this is very aggressive, grim, it's crime every day, it's a chaos, and blah, blah, blah.
Kind of
So I
those
was
cliches.
scared already.
Yeah, it's a
At
cliche.
the airport, I said they're gonna steal my phone
Yeah.
or something. It's really not like that. I mean, of course, there's some places you have to avoid, but you just let go of all that, what they think and what they say about the places, and just go slowly.
I follow you on
And-
your words, way.
You
Because
agree?
the message here is stop to just stay in your comfort zone, guys.
Yeah,
The thing is, you are here in this comfort zone, okay, but when you're traveling, try to just to be somebody else in that way. Connect with the people. It means forget all the cliches and start to just feel the things. I think this is the way that's helping you to not be, not going to anywhere and says, oh no, I'm going there because I want. No, because you start to connect with the people say, no, this is a place I'm not recommending you. That's all. I think it's just that. Guys, it's a good way to see.
I was very touched also with the poverty,
Okay.
very touched, and felt always very blessed about the life I have here, and about the work I have here. I think this is, we work together, right?
Oh yeah.
I think Latinos are very appreciated here because they know how life can be hard, and especially our company feels blessed to have people like us, which are humble,
Yeah.
and which had other experience in life and know how hard life can be. So we really appreciate to be here, and they feel it. But as I told you, I was very touched with the poverty over there. So every time I could help people, I would see somebody in the street. I remember I saw a girl with 13 years old sleeping, and looking at her
Ouch.
and thinking, okay, this could be my daughter. And so I just woke her up and I say, hello, are you okay? And she was like awakening slowly, and I say, take 50 reais, which is 50 reais, it's like 7 euros or something.
Yeah, that's helping people just in general to eat something, grab something to
But she
feel
was
better.
so happy. You should see her face. And I was so moved and happy about myself to say, wow, this is the purpose of things, and this is like try to balance things between people,
Yeah.
and we don't do that anymore, or we do it.
Yeah, that's experience to be emotional.
Yeah.
It's good sometimes.
Yeah.
Here, you just learn to be, oh yeah, I have to always be smiling and never crying.
No, I cry a lot.
Like, you can cry. It's not something that's a criminal. You have to just let the feelings go on. Hey, we're
Absolutely.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Christoph. I like that. Well, and now, how do you manage staying grounded while moving so often? Because you like to travel, and you tell me
Yeah.
that you can wait.
You mean living in places, different places?
Yeah. I mean, it's important to you to just traveling. That is something that you told me. But the thing is, he says, I don't want just moving there and just try to stay there definitely. Why not? I'm wondering sometimes, because I'm a travel solo. I used to be a solo traveler during a long time, and I'm wondering sometimes to just to imagine me in that place, and how you feel today.
No, I feel really bad.
Okay.
I feel really bad, and this is breaking my balls like for the last 2 years,
Okay.
which is the time I'm traveling over there,
Okay.
because Brazil is an amazing place.
Right.
It's rich. They have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
The richness of people too.
True.
The weather, the culture, so many different people,
Okay.
but at the same time always kind. The food, the music,
Okay.
the friends. Women are amazing. Good mothers,
Good mothers. Exactly.
good mothers,
Yeah.
good daughters, good girlfriends, good wives, and it's just a place where you feel alive every second, and it's like there's more life have more. This is the feeling I have. Life have more value over there than here,
Okay. But the thing is, when
and it's not boring.
and to be more accurate,
Yeah.
you've been in Fortaleza and then you try to go inside the country,
Yeah.
or you stay in the big cities? That's my question now.
The first 2 times I went and stay in the city.
Okay.
The last 2 times I start discovering what's called the Roça.
Uh-huh.
The Roça is the countryside
Okay.
of it, and this is an amazing place.
All right.
I'm not sure I could live there 100% of the time,
Okay.
but it's just where magic happens, where you see really humble people,
Uh-huh.
and they are so happy to receive you, to have you. When they leave, they want, when you see, when you come back again. It's just, wow, it
This is
breaks your heart.
touchy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And everything is from, there's no supermarkets. You go and kill a chicken and we're going to eat the chicken. These old ovens with wood, and it's just an amazing sensation.
Original experience.
Yeah,
That's real good.
yeah.
No, you don't need to watch the movies. Make your own movie, like just like Christoph. Hey, I like that. So, and what else? So, for people who dream to traveling, what do you recommend to them to how to start, for example?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what people like. I mean, I like warm weather.
Mhm.
It's important for me
Yeah.
because of the place where I live,
Mhm.
which is cold all the time.
So this is one check. Well, you make it just one, like a list.
You like,
Five things that you
Yeah, the
recommend
weather.
to people.
The weather.
The weather. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Because no,
go light.
we are different people. So we say I like cold weather or hot weather. That's your way of life. So this is one of the things. The weather. Second,
Go light.
go light.
It means don't bring a lot of baggage.
Right.
I mean, not emotional baggage. I mean, really baggage. Like light, like
Yeah.
you can go anywhere. Like you don't need to check in, leave your bag here and there.
Yeah.
You just go light,
Okay.
which is really important. I would say bring your visa,
All right.
be open.
Be open.
What
The
else?
last one.
And be humble.
Be humble. Yes. 5 things, guys. Well, that is one of the things I like here. What has travel taught you about people, about the world, about yourself?
Well, what I feel is they appreciate when you don't go with this mindset of a tourist and you go with a travel and you try to emulate their way of being in the place.
Okay.
If, for example, I go to a place where, imagine, in front of the beach, and everybody's on short and t-shirt, and I go there like a snob, like, silk stuff, and you're not living like them, and they feel like this from you, like arrogance.
Yeah.
So I think a good recommendation is try to be with them, like them,
Okay.
and they will appreciate. They will not feel from you like some arrogance.
We call that mimetize it.
Yeah.
Mimetize it with the people. You're like a chameleon. Wow.
You have to be.
Oh, definitely, Christoph, you're a source of inspiration for me, and I hope for you guys. Today I have this super experience with Mr. Christoph Matos.
Thank you.
You're a great guy, and I hope if you like more stories like that, you follow me on my channel, and I've just recommended you to follow him in his photos. I'm going to just add that at the end of the story, and please subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Christoph.